I have been doing it for so long. I've had my ups and downs, I've had my tough times, but I've kept pursuing it because it's something that I wanted to do, that I love, that I enjoy. So if someone can hear this and think, I want to be a chef, but she's gone through the ups and downs, she's made it to where she is, maybe I can do it too.
Welcome to the Queendom.
Well, I've been modelling, as I said, for 20 years, so a very long time. One of my pinnacle moments, I've been an ambassador David Jones, I've shot for all different shop brands and things like that. But my one pinnacle would be, I was the second Indigenous woman to ever be on the cover of VOGUE Australia. And that was 10 years apart. And it's just, I feel like it's my highlight forever. And it's just, I think it made more Indigenous girls and boys to want to come in the industry, or even just to follow their dreams. As you said, you don't necessarily, I don't expect people to be like, oh, I want to be a model like Samantha, but, I have been doing it for so long. I've had my ups and downs, I've had my tough times, but I've kept pursuing it because it's something that I wanted to do, that I love, that I enjoy. So if someone can hear this and think, I want to be a chef, but she's gone through the ups and downs, she's made it to where she is, maybe I can do it too.
Completely. And I feel like this is what our podcast is about. It's like, depending on whatever you're traversing, whether you want to be, as you said, a chef, a model, an actor, coach, the same principles apply. And if you were to share those principles that got you to be particularly that's for 20 years and continually, what were the strong values that you held on to that kept you going?
The strong values would be just being myself. I'm in an industry where, it's all about looks and everything. And, sometimes you can go to people's heads. But yeah, I love what I do. I recently just shot for my mum, which is very exciting. But, I do my job. I come home and, I've got to walk my dog. I've got to go to the gym. I've got to, I want to. But, I love my life being a model, and I love my life just being who I am. I don't take work home, if that makes sense. And just believing in yourself. I guess at a young age, it could be quite hard, but the older you get, I feel like you get more confident within yourself. You know who you are, you know what your values are, you know what you want, and just believing that you can do it is all it really takes.
Hey guys, real quick. Have you ever been stressed out or stuck on a problem you just can't seem to figure out, and then a friend or a mentor comes along with a fresh perspective and shows you a solution that completely changes the game for you? I'm smiling right now as I say this because I know I've had a ton of these moments while building my businesses and remembering back to all the people I have been helped by, which gets me so excited. So I want to pass on the information here and give you guys a favor to build this Queendom community. Whatever platform you are listening on, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button and tune in every Wednesday, because you just never know when you'll hear that special something that completely changes the game for you. And when it happens, make sure you leave behind 5 stars so we know our efforts are making an impact. I love you guys. Let's get back into it.
Do you feel there's a bit of a stigma when people hear that you are a model or anything like that? Do people not understand there's work that needs to be done, or do they have this persona that it's...
Oh, they think it's easy. They do think, again, I'll go back to my mum because obviously I just shot with her, and we had a great day. It was a long day, and even my mum was like, I didn't realise how hard it was. It's not. And I was like, Mum, it's not easy. It's tiring. People just think you stand behind a camera, you smile, and that's it. But you've got to be on your A game. You've got to be, you can't just sit there and be you have no kind of emotion. When you go home, you got to try and keep fit, things like that. It's not just you shoot, you come home. But now that I'm older, back when I was younger, obviously girls' bodies change the older we get, we're women. And when I was younger, I always wanted to be really skinny, and if someone could see my bones, I'd be like, oh my God, that's great, which is a terrible thing to say and terrible thing to think that's what I was like. But nowadays, there's so many, body positivity, different body shapes in the catwalk, different races, everything is happening. There's something for everybody. And as long as I feel like you keep fit and you just be the best person you can possibly be, that's what you need.
So we're near at the end of the episode. I know I don't want it to end either. And I love you guys so much for tuning in every week and coming to this journey with me. But the good news is it doesn't have to end here. If you've gotten value from today, I have something really special I want to share with you. Now, most people are very dedicated to learning from podcasts or books, but when it comes to taking the action required to make these ambitions come true, they retreat back to their comfort zone and listen to another podcast. But I know that there is a small group of queens listening right now that are hungry for more. You want complete freedom over how you spend your time and money, and you want to be able to do it from anywhere in the world. I understand you. I was you. And now I have complete freedom over my time, location, and money. And I did it all with my social media blueprint. And if you are part of the group that takes action towards your dream life, I have included an exclusive link for you to jump on board below at 50% off. I appreciate you queens all so much. Now let's finish this one with a bang.
Beautiful about your mum. Has your relationship always been?
Yeah.
I ask this because my mum and I have gone through so many different, points of our life where we're really close now, but, back in the day we weren't.
Yeah. Oh, you did say you weren't. Back in the day you weren't.
And it's an interesting story, but that's because my parents divorced.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So she left Dad. I don't blame her too.
Back to my mum. I've always been close with my mum. Like, just, again, I was the only girl. My mum always wanted a daughter, and, she got a daughter. But, I don't know, just doing little competitions together. It was like a bonding thing. Just, I'll call her. I don't call her as often now. Call her maybe once or twice a week because she lives in Tweed, and I'm busy. But, yeah, she's been down for the past 2 weeks, and, she's been loving it. And it's nice to have mother-daughter time and just kind of bond and reconnect.